What's up, everyone? Prison Miller here. Doing another. It's actually been a while. It's going to be album versus album, which I haven't done in a while. And I'm going to do Mushroomhead's The Righteous and the Butterfly versus Slipknot's Point Five, The Great Chapter. Um, Now let's talk about both bands for a bit, or the albums. Both albums were released in 2014. Um, They're both bands wear masks, and yes, they did have beef before because Slipknot was accused for ripping off Mushroomhead. As y'all may know, Mushroomhead was formed 2 years before Slipknot did, and yeah, and as y'all may know, Slipknot is way more popular than Mushroomhead is. I mean, they're no longer beefing anymore. Mainly, and they started becoming closer friends. I think Sid Wilson was a guest in one of J Man's side projects. I don't know which band though. Not Pitch Black Forest or whatever that band is, but yeah. And J Man and Corey even once they tour together along with Mudvayne, but I doubt that Mudvayne will come back since they've been on definite hiatus for about a decade now. So they've pretty much broken up. So let's talk about Righteous and the Butterfly. As y'all may know, this is my favorite Mushroomhead album, Fight Me. I really enjoy this album a lot. This is their last album with Jeffrey Nothing on vocals, as well as Waylon Reeves, and their only album with Tommy Church on guitar. And this album brought back J-Man, who returned in 2013. Um, so, so yeah. And they haven't released an album until the next album until this year. Excuse me. Yeah. But this is actually a very underrated ass album in my opinion. Let's talk about the songs that I really love the songs. Let's see here. Our Apologies, How Many Times, Devils Be Damned. QWERTY, that's one of their most popular songs. So is We Are the Truth, which features Jackie LaPonza, who is now a band member. I think Jackie LaPonza has one of the best costumes in this band. She kind of reminds me of Devora from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, but yeah, if you haven't listened to this album, you should definitely check this album out. Now, on to Slipknot's Point Five, The Great Chapter. Now, this is my least favorite Slipknot album, but this isn't a bad album at all. I do have some issues with this album, mainly because of Corey's vocals. I just thought his vocals are so weak in this album. And there's one song I am not a fan of, and that is the one that kills us all. I thought that's a very boring song in my opinion. But it does have some pretty great songs like Sarcastrophe. AOV stands for Project Original Violence. Devil and I. Kill Pop was meh, okay. I thought that song is overrated. It's kind of like the sequel to Vermilion, or Vermilion Part 3. But I'm not a fan of Skeptic either. I thought was meh. Lech is a very underrated song. Goodbye was pretty decent. Nomadic was kind of repetitive. It's too similar to Skeptic. The one that kills the least, boring. Custer, that's a great song. So is Negative One and If Rain Is What You Want, as well as the bonus tracks Override and The Burden. XIX is good, but at first when I listened to it, I thought it's a bit ear rapey, but you know. but it's an opening track, so I'll let it slide. Yeah, not a bad album, but it has to be my least favorite Slipknot album. But it does have some highlight moments in this album. Um, yes, this is the band's first album in 6 years since their 2008 album, All Hope Is Gone. And yeah, it has a slightly different lineup since Paul Gray passed away in 2010. And also their first album without Joey Jordison on drums, which is replaced by Jay Weinberg. And Paul Gray was replaced by V-Man. His first name is Alessandro Venturella. I can't even, if I said his last name right. Alessandro Venturella. Okay. Unfortunately, he did bass on some tracks, which he did one of the original guitarists, Donnie Steele. I think he only performed in Make, Feed, Kill, Repeat. So yeah, but it's cool that they returned with a brand new album since it really does need a new album. And I can understand why it's been a while since they made this album. They lost Paul Gray and they decided to tour and take their time to see if it actually worked or they decided to break up. That's why there's been a couple more, actually three more Stone Sour albums. Well, one of it's a double album, but you know what I mean. The winner for this one, oh, let's talk about the masks. Be honest, I think Mushroomhead has better masks than Slipknot does, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I like Grey Chapter's era masks. I kind of at first my first impression of Corey's new Grey Chapter mask, I thought it's a ripoff from Jeffrey Nothing, to be honest, because it looks too familiar. That's all I have to say for that one. I don't want to go to further details on the masks because it's just mainly more about the album than the masks. So now on to the winner. I would have to say Mushroomhead's Righteous and the Butterfly over point 0.5, Slipknot's point 0.5, the Great Chapter. That is, Righteous and the Butterfly is such an underrated album. If you haven't checked this album, you really need to check this album. You really need to check it out because it's a really great album. If you should definitely check it out. All right, guys, so that is the video, and I will see y'all next time. Peace out.